Welcome back, dear souls, to Awaken You, a journey to higher consciousness series. Yesterday, in day 1, we discovered something life-changing. You are not your thoughts. And we explored the idea that thoughts are like clouds, visitors in your mind, and that you are the sky, vast, open, and untouched by passing storms. And today, we take the next step. This is where awareness begins to deepen. You are going to explore the art of becoming the witness, the first real doorway to inner freedom. So why this matters? If day 1 was about realizing you are separate from your thoughts, day 2 is about learning to live from that awareness to become the one who watches without getting swept away. Most people live in the constant push and pull of thoughts and emotions. They are happy when things go their way and upset when they don't. They are calm when life is smooth, but anxious when challenges appear. But imagine a place within you that is steady even when your outer world shifts. A place where you can witness the highs and lows without losing your center. And that's what we begin building today. A story from my own journey. Years ago, I was going through a time of deep emotional turmoil. My life felt uncertain and my mind was constantly racing. One day, my spiritual teacher handed me a glass of water with sand in it. The sand swirled around, clouding the glass. He said, "This is your mind right now." And then he placed the glass on the table and said to me, "Now watch it." We both sat in silence, and slowly, without me touching it, the sand began to settle at the bottom, and the water became clear again. He looked at me and said, "You cannot clear the water by stirring it more. You clear it by being still and watching." And that moment changed everything for me. I realized that trying to control my mind was like shaking that glass. I was making it worse, more worse. And instead, the power came from simply observing and letting things settle naturally. So, what it means to be the witness? Being the witness means shifting your identity from "I am my thoughts and emotions" to "I am the awareness that sees them." And imagine sitting in a movie theater. When you are completely absorbed in the movie, you laugh, cry, and even feel scared. Your body reacts as if it is real. But when you step back and remember, this is just a movie, I am sitting in a chair watching, you can enjoy the story without being trapped in it. And life is the same. Most people live inside the movie of their mind. Becoming the witness is remembering that you are sitting in the theater and not trapped on the screen. So here is the guided awareness practice, that is the watching like the sky. Let's try this together now. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. Picture yourself as the vast, open sky. And your thoughts are clouds, some fluffy and light, others dark and heavy. Don't chase the clouds. Don't push them away. Just watch them drift. If a cloud lingers, let it. If it passes quickly, let it. Notice that no matter how many clouds appear, the sky, the you, the real you remains untouched. So breathe in and breathe out and rest in that awareness for a moment. So how the witness frees you. When you live as the witness, anger comes, but you don't lash out. You see it, feel it, and let it move on. Fear arrives, but you don't collapse under it. You notice it and remember, it's just passing weather. And joy appears and you savor it fully without clinging to it. You stop reacting automatically. You stop feeling powerless. You begin to live with choice instead of compulsion. Some people think being the witness means becoming cold or detached. But in truth, witnessing makes you more present, more alive, and more compassionate. When you are not drowning in your own mental noise, you can actually listen to others. You can feel your emotions fully without being consumed by them. And you can act with clarity instead of impulse. And here are some real life witnessing moments. While in a conversation, notice if you are truly listening or just waiting to speak. And when stressed, ask, who is noticing this stress? And feel that shift in perspective. And when something triggers you, before reacting, silently say, I see this anger, but I am not this anger. And these small moments add up. Over the time, you will find yourself living more in the seat of awareness and less in the roller coaster of reaction. Here is the deep guided practice, watching the river. Close your eyes again. Now, imagine you are sitting on the bank of a river. Every thought, every emotion is a leaf floating past. You don't grab the leaves. You don't push them away. You simply watch them. Some leaves are bright and beautiful, and those are pleasant thoughts. Some are dark and torn, that are painful thoughts. And all of them drift by. And you remain still, the watcher on the shore. So why this is the first step to freedom? When you no longer identify with every passing thought and feeling, you stop being controlled by them. You realize your true self is steady, loving, and unchanging. Life still moves, but you are no longer tossed around by it. So here is the recap for today's video. You are the awareness, not the thoughts or emotions. And witnessing means observing without judgment or control. And practicing in daily life, it leads to calm, clarity, peace, and choice. So for the next 24 hours, practice being the witness. When something stirs you, good or bad, pause, notice, and remind yourself, I am the one who sees. I am steady. I am free. And share your experiences in the comments after practicing for 24 hours. I choose to live as the witness. I choose to live as the witness. And join me tomorrow for day 3, Energy Awareness, where we will learn how to keep peace even when the mind tries to pull us back into chaos. I send you love, peace, and healing. Namaste.